Abrams. Happy Halloween, almost.
And I'm Kristen Legato. Welcome to Anne Arundel County Week in Review. In this week's episode, we'll show you how the county is getting ready for snow. Yes, snow. And we'll talk about a performing arts group out of Glen Burnie. But first, making headlines this week. We're just weeks away from an exciting event to celebrate Veterans Day, and you won't want to miss it. On November 10th, we will be screening our documentary 100 Years of Fort George G. Meade at Live Casino's Center Stage. Now, there's so much cool stuff you didn't know about Fort Meade, and we'll bring the history to life with stories about the famous Hello Girls, celebrities like boxers Joe Louis and entertainer Don Knotts, and historical giants like George Patton and Dwight D. Eisenhower. The 30-minute screening starts at 6:30 p.m. Doors open at 6 p.m. and the event is free, but you have to RSVP online to reserve your seat. You can find the event link on our Facebook page or just search Eventbrite to get your tickets. Here's a clip from the documentary.
Men weren't the only ones heading off to war from Camp Meade. Women were also there as a part of the Signal Corps. They were called Hello Girls because their job was to operate the switchboards on the Western Front. More than 7,000 women applied, but only 450 were accepted to serve overseas. They were trained at Camp Meade. Grace Benker was one of the most famous Hello Girls because she was the chief operator, worked for President Wilson, and received a Distinguished Service Medal for her actions, which included leading her team through trenches with gas masks and working out of bombed-out buildings on the front. They were put in harm's way because French operators simply wouldn't work.
Looks so awesome, Dave.
Fingers crossed.
That's so awesome. And of course, this documentary is produced by our very own Cisco Davis. Shout out.
Shout out Cisco Davis.
Shout out.
Good job, buddy.
Now, he also produced our documentary last year about Anne Arundel. If you haven't seen that one, head over to Arundel TV on YouTube and grab the popcorn. So this will be on the 18th hour of the 10th day of the 11th month in November. Right, Dave?
That's amazing that you were able to calculate that.
I'm so
So,
smart.
you know, Veterans Day is celebrated on Armistice Day, which is the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, but the 11th day of the 11th month is Saturday.
Yeah.
So the holiday is actually on Friday, so we decided to have it on Friday.
That's fine.
So I'm sure that's a lot more than everybody wanted to know, but I am really excited to see this. I see Cisco shows me little glimpses every here and there, and it looks really, really good. And just to give people an idea of the difference between our first documentary and this one, our first documentary was about Anne Arundel. There's probably about 5 total typewritten pages about Anne Arundel. She lived for about 34 years. This is 100 years of a major army installation
that
now houses NSA and
into one documentary.
Into one 30-minute program. So this one's action-packed and got tons of information, and it's worth it. Make sure, we're not lying, make sure you go to Eventbrite and get your ticket because it's already halfway sold out and it's going to sell out. So if you want to go, make sure you get a ticket.
And if there's a special veteran in your life, what a wonderful treat.
It will be great. And we're going to have, you know, the room's going to be, you know, decked out. We're going to have some nice commemorative things from Fort Meade. We expect to have some service members in the audience. So
any refreshments?
There will be refreshments. Absolutely, there will be a cash bar.
Oh, lovely.
But there will be some light refreshments, some freebies, and I understand we may have popcorn from the old-timey popcorn machines.
I'm there.
So it's going to be great. It's like you said, it's a great way to come out and support our veterans on Veterans Day, and then you can go have fun. You know, you're right there. Whatever you want to do afterward, it's over by about 7:30, go out and have fun.
Yeah.
Go have a nice dinner, see a movie.
Exciting.
Whatever you want to do. Another movie.
Very good.
Well, Kristen, as you know, Halloween is upon us.
Best day ever, best holiday. I can't talk enough about Halloween, but we could try.
But we're going to stop you.
Okay.
So we want to give you a few tips on how to safely trick-or-treat.
Yes.
We have a couple of calendar items for you. There are so many events around the county, but we have a few for you to consider right here. How about a spooky hay wagon ride at Jug Bay?
I love hay rides.
Woo. This Sunday, October 29th, the wagon will be ready to roll at Jug Bay in Lothian. Now, the fun starts at 10 a.m., so you'll have just enough time to catch the football kickoffs afterward.
That's exactly what I'm thinking about on Halloween.
Parents out there, dads will appreciate that. Go on the hayride, and then you can watch football. Are you looking for less nature, maybe, and a little more candy?
Kit Kats.
Then the event for you is the Arundel Christian Church Trunk or Treat, I can't say it, Trunk or Treat Extravaganza on Tuesday, October 31st at 6 p.m. In case you're wondering, that's Halloween. The church is located at 710 Aquahart Road in Glen Burnie. Now, more than 3,000 people came out for this last year, so this is a good one, okay? You can wear your creepy costume, deck out your car to delight the little ghosts and goblins with Halloween treats. And we got one more for you.
Bring them on.
Maybe your dog wants to get into the spirit, right?
I wish I had a dog.
She needs a dog, Will, please.
Oh, you're dressing
I've
up
heard enough
Yoshi.
of this. Yoshi has his costume ready. Annapolis will host the Howlin' Hustle 5K Walk and Run on Saturday, October 28th.
I love it.
There will be awards for best costume, of course, and the festivities begin at 6:30 a.m., so set your alarm. The race starts at Calvary United Methodist Church on Rao Boulevard, and keep it spooky and keep it safe, folks. Now, Kristen, what are your plans for Halloween? Tell us.
Well, I am celebrating Halloween in the best way that I know how on this very interesting year of wedding planning.
How's that?
I told my sister I wanted my bachelorette party to coincide with Halloween. So I don't know where we're going. I know that we're going to wear all black.
This is so exciting.
I'm so excited. So that's what I'll be doing. And then actual Halloween on Tuesday, I'll be back. I'll be handing out candy to all the trick-or-treaters in the neighborhood. I love doing that. I put on my little witch hat and pour myself a nice glass of red and hand out candy to the youngins.
Nice.
So, you?
Man, I'm trying to think, well, first of all, I never know what I'm doing for Halloween until like 10 minutes
Isn't there usually a
before.
party that you're at? A neighborhood party or something?
I don't know.
Can you tell us what Yoshi's costume is?
Yoshi is a skeleton.
Love it.
He's a skeleton.
Love it.
Don't tell his friends because they don't know yet, even though he wore it yesterday, but dogs have short-term memories.
Yeah.
They don't really remember.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking, if I was going to take Kristen Lagana to the perfect city in America to celebrate on Halloween, where would we go?
Where would you go?
Where would we go?
Salem? Massachusetts?
Salem. Yeah, but there's not enough party in Salem.
You know where I'd love to go?
What?
New Orleans for the
you
Voodoo
can't
Festival.
say that now. You're gonna. How sad is your sister gonna be when she sees this and you're not really going to New Orleans?
I don't know.
Do you think you're going to New Orleans? Do you know you're going to New Orleans?
I have no clue where I'm going.
Vicky, I did not tell her.
No, I'm not saying that's my bachelorette destination, but
Okay.
I'm serious.
New Orleans would be good.
New Orleans would be amazing.
Where else? Where else they do a big? Where's Halloween big?
Well, that's why I said Salem.
I bet like San Antonio, Austin is like a good spot.
Austin's
to go.
awesome. Yeah.
Austin is awesome. All the big cities.
Yeah.
I really like ghost tours, and I've never tried to look into a ghost tour in New York City. I bet that would be very cool.
Well, they do ghost tours in Annapolis.
They do them everywhere.
Yeah.
And I highly recommend the ghost tours in Philadelphia.
And can I tell you,
Really
I
cool.
used to work at Ram's Head Tavern in Annapolis.
Stop it.
And
Get out.
it's really haunted there. There's like
It
a
is?
stairwell where there's a lot of activity, and Middleton Tavern I know is also. It's worth it to go on a
there
ghost
are
tour.
there are some haunted.
So
old
maybe that would be
buildings in
a good
Annapolis.
plan for anybody out there that doesn't have Halloween plans, or
Ghost
Dave,
tours,
you
ghost
yourself.
tours are always fun.
Maybe this weekend do that. I will say, because we did emphasize the being safe, just a couple of tips, if I may.
Oh,
As a
please.
safety coordinator for the recycling division of DPW.
You do it all.
Thanks, I really do.
Unbelievable. Let me guess. Wear a helmet.
No, but don't
Okay.
wear, if you are going to drive to a party, number one, if you're going to be drinking, don't drive.
Absolutely.
Give your keys to someone who will be driving that's sober, and stay over, if you could do that,
Right.
Also, if you are planning on dressing up and going somewhere, don't wear a mask. It really limits your vision. Either use makeup or wait to put the mask on when you get there.
Good one.
And if you are out driving and prime trick-or-treating hours are between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Watch it, make sure.
Like right when it gets to dusk.
Yeah,
Like things
watch
start.
for kiddos.
Weird things start happening.
They're excited. They're not using crosswalks. Peripheral vision needs to be spot on. They could race right in front of your cars. Watch what cars in front of you are doing. If they do that last minute, let me throw on my flashers because my kids are getting out of the car.
I read about this. The tip is make sure you make eye contact with the driver.
Yeah, and make sure you have a code word with your kids, like not to open the door until you say it's time.
Razor blade.
Not razor blade.
Okay.
Maybe like, go!
Dracula. Okay.
But have fun. Be safe. Happy
Thank
Halloween.
you, safety coordinator.
It's the best time of the year. Just be safe.
Excellent.
Well, Dave, we'll segue out of Halloween with one of the next best holidays.
Next best for
Because
Kristen.
all you get to do is eat.
Yeah.
As you start planning your Thanksgiving holiday, don't forget that other families could use a little help celebrating with their loved ones. The Department of Social Services Holiday Sharing Program is back for another year of giving. Take a look at this promo I did with my festive outfit. The holiday season is officially upon us, and many of you are probably wondering how you can help out people who need it. Well, we have the perfect program for you. It's called the Holiday Sharing Program, and it's sponsored by the Department of Social Services. Here's how it works. You can adopt a family or a senior citizen, do your own shopping for them, and personally deliver the items so you can meet the people you help or make a donation. And there are all kinds of things you can donate because the program is customized. You can choose the size of the family you want to adopt. You can give Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas dinner, or both. You can buy clothes and presents for kids. You can even pick one of 4 geographic areas of the county. To sign up, go to dhr.maryland.gov/Anne Arundel. Now in its 36th year, the Holiday Sharing Program had more than 500 donors give $30,000 to 3,600 families and seniors. Let's make it even bigger this year. What do you think?
Don't you miss that red sweater? I bet you totally want to wear that right now.
I know where that sweater is. It's about to make a comeback. If this cold weather would get here.
Did you notice all that we like to have themes? We covered like 3 different holidays right there. We covered Halloween, Veterans Day, and Christmas. Boom. All
and Thanksgiving.
And Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's
all
of
it. All of it. Well, Christmas is coming
that's
after
the end of the year. It just rolls out like that.
Yeah. Before you know it,
it's January 6th.
It's going to be freezing in February.
I'm married.
Ugh. We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll talk to Kathleen Hyatt from the Maryland Concert Series. Take a look at the community calendar for events happening around town, and we will be right back.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. Talk with your doctor to create a treatment plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
Welcome back. Joining us in the studio this week, I'm so excited. We have Miss Kathy Hyatt from the Maryland Concert Series in here with us today. And I've already been chatting with Kathy off camera. I can tell already we're going to be the best of friends. Kathy, first off, you look fantastic today. And I love the hair. Courtney, I mean, these are 2 of my favorite colors,
Fantastic.
Dave. I know,
Fantastic.
it's like she dressed for me today, you know?
I did.
So, thank you. So, Maryland Concert Series, give me the rundown of what you guys are all about.
Well, this is actually our 36th year. Okay, we started as the Performing Arts Association of Linthicum, which was PAL for short. And through the years, the membership has been aging. And when we got a hold of, when we were invited to go to the meetings, as I was asked to be the concert chair, we saw that we needed to rebrand it. So we renamed it the Maryland Concert Series so that we could reach out to a more diverse, younger audience and bring people in to keep it going. And that's what we've been doing. We've been having a lot of fun with it, too.
I think it was smart to do the rebranding. I think that that's probably a good move in your court. You've also had some exciting moments on some TV shows I'm sure folks out there have heard about, like Dancing with the Stars, America's Got Talent. Talk to me about that.
Well, we were very fortunate to be able to make contact with Adrienne Canterna 2 years ago, who is the choreographer and the founder of the Bad Boys of Ballet. And they were semifinalists on America's Got Talent 2 years ago.
I remember this, the Ariana Grande.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they got a second chance from one of the judges brought them back. And they went on to become internationally famous. They perform all the time in Europe, everywhere around the world. And we were fortunate enough to get them last year as our opening act, and everybody loved them. So this year, when we talked about this past September, Adrienne and I had become good friends, and she wanted to bring Romeo and Juliet here for the U.S. premiere. And that's what we did. We had 3 shows, and it was the U.S. premiere of Romeo and Juliet, and it was over the top.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that we missed it because, so what happened was the county executive came to see Romeo and Juliet, and he was so struck by how well done it was that he said, "Why aren't we telling people about this? This is fantastic. It's local." Tell us a little bit about that production, and you know, did they? Everybody does a new spin on Romeo and Juliet, so what was kind of their spin on it?
Adrienne is a very talented choreographer, very, very talented gal. What she did was she took the story as you know it and modernized it to some degree. So the first number was classical that they danced to. The second number was modern. So she had Lady Gaga in there, she had all kinds of different things. So each number was different. And it flipped back and forth from classical to modern to classical to modern, but the same story as you know it. And it really, and then the lighting was, that was a whole nother ball game. And we had the rear projector in the auditorium of the school, so all of the scenes were actually shown from the back of the screens that were on the stage. Yeah.
I'm sorry, which school was this at?
North County.
Wow.
North County High School. I know, North County High School. What?
That's incredible.
880 seats.
And I bet it was full.
Was.
The entire
It
run.
was, yeah.
Wow. How did we miss this?
I don't know. I'm really.
We are really.
Myself.
We need to get it together.
We need to visit the website more.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
so,
we'll talk about
so
that.
what's our next opportunity? You have the Christmas extravaganza coming up. Tell us about that one.
Doug Byerly, who is the chair of the music department down at Anne Arundel Community College, he is going to give us the Christmas extravaganza, which will be snippets from all different Christmas shows. There'll be live music, dancing, they'll dancing, singing, the whole works. Christmas around the world. He'll go to different parts of the world, bring it back to the United States. And then I just got from him today the actual program, and the second act will be Amal and the Night Visitors, which is a favorite of everybody at Christmas time. I mean, I grew up with that. So it's a great story about a little crippled boy who goes to see the baby Jesus, and when he gets there, he is cured of, and he's like, "Look, Mom, I can walk, I can dance, I can sing." So it's a very heartwarming story, and everybody that has seen it will love it.
Well, I mean, no pressure or anything, but when you call it extravaganza, okay, we got to be seeing some lights and some action here.
Yeah,
right?
it sounds like it's going to have a little bit of everything, like a real variety show.
And did we say December 2nd, right?
December 2nd, Saturday, December 2nd at 7:30.
And this is where again?
North County High School.
County.
Everything's at North County High School.
At North County.
We didn't know.
Yeah, okay.
It's right down the street from our studio.
Like the premier venue of Anne Arundel County is now North
You
County
could walk there from here.
I know.
We have no excuses.
And we will.
Good.
In the snow, we will walk.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Do that.
We will.
So if you are feeling like me and pinching yourself because you missed Romeo and Juliet and you want to keep abreast of what's coming up with Maryland Concert Series, what is the website, and is there any kind of subscribing or?
We are a subscriber series, but we also do individual shows, so you can do either way you want.
Okay.
Our website is www.mdconcertseries.org. So www.marylandconcertseries.org.
mdconcertseries.org.
You can get information about who we are, what we're doing. Last Saturday night, we presented Paul Reed Smith, and that place rocked. He makes PRS guitars.
I missed Paul Reed Smith.
His band's incredible, too.
How did we miss
Great singers.
Wow. You guys are out here in no man's land. I don't know what we're
doing.
I thought we knew things.
What are we doing?
I thought we knew things.
In life.
Well, now you know.
Now we know.
Things.
Now we know. Now there's no excuse.
All right, so you told me, I don't mean to put you on the spot here, but you told me off camera you're a musical gal.
I am.
Broadway.
I am.
You have a favorite? Because I know what Dave's is right now.
Hamilton, duh.
Hamilton.
Hamilton's the best.
You have a favorite?
My all-time favorite is Phantom.
Phantom.
I love the music
really
from
good
Phantom.
choice.
No,
Yeah.
she didn't go with Cats.
I would say mine's Miss Saigon.
It was better than Cats.
Yeah.
Saigon.
Yeah.
Kathy, it was such a delight having you on the show this
Thank you.
week. Please come back again soon
I
with
will.
more updates. Love having you here. And we'll be right back with more Week in Review right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Our Department of Public Works is preparing for snow as we speak, and Sarah Gannon has an update out in the field. Sarah?
Thanks, guys. I'm at Northern Roads today, and we're talking to Dub Deason. He's the superintendent of the yard. Thanks, Dub, for sitting out here with us today, and we're going to talk about that bad four-letter word, unfortunately. Yes, snow. So, Dub, can you tell us about what you all do to prep for, yes, unfortunately, that four-letter word, snow?
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you for being here today, because we're always proud of Northern District Roads. And some of the things we begin after the last snow event of last year is getting the trucks cleaned up, getting them primed up, and getting them ready for the summer activities. And then at the end of the summer and beginning of September and October, we start prepping the trucks for the coming season. And if you look around, part of what you'll see here is some older trucks with steel bodies. They get ground down, sanded down, get all the rust off of them. And then we prime them, patch the steel bodies, and then paint them. You'll see some of the newer trucks here with stainless steel bodies on them. Those bodies don't suffer quite as much effects from the salt, but the frames get painted black, the plows get repainted, get new blades on them.
They get shined up.
They get shined up. And not only do they look pretty, but that helps them last through the winter too.
For the protection of the salt with the, because I'm sure they take a beating.
Yes, they do. They do take a beating from the salt, from the snow, the slush. There's lots of grit and grime in the roads, like everybody knows when they're cleaning their cars up. So just magnify that by these larger trucks. We accumulate that much more of it.
How many miles of roadway does the county have that have to be maintained?
The county takes care of a little over 1,800 miles of road. That's a single mile of road, but that comes in many shapes and sizes, from double lanes, which of course is 2-lane miles. And then we have roads like up in Nursery Road, or perhaps down at Bestgate, where you have 4-lane roads, and you have Veterans Highway, which has 4 lanes plus a turning lane. And then on some of the 2-lane roads, you have different areas of shoulder we take care of. Some of it's grass that we maintain, keep the grass growing and keep it cut. And then some of it is have asphalt or concrete shoulders, and we try to plow from curb to curb when possible, when cars aren't parked in close to the residences.
Now, can you share with the citizens, do you have some tips that would help you all get the job done and also help them?
Well, it's kind of hard to give a concise tip, because we of course want you to stay off the road. But then the other tip we give you is try not to park on the road. So most households now have at least 2 cars, so that's a lot of parking space. It takes up a lot of the roadside, which is where we need to push the snow to. And everybody hates to have their driveway plowed in, so have a little patience with us. Once we make the first couple of passes and you're out there shoveling out your driveway and you've got a nice clean driveway but there's still snow on the road, just be aware that the next time that plow truck comes through your neighborhood, the snow is going to roll off the right-hand side of that blade normally, and that means it's going to roll up into where you just shoveled your driveway. If there's a lot of snow, unfortunately, you're going to get a lot of snow in your driveway or the entrance to your driveway. If there's a little bit of snow, it's not quite as bad. So patience and plan. When you hear that a snow event's coming, run out and get your medicine, get all the things you're going to need, just in case the event is more than is forecast and you may have to be hunkered down for a while. You'll have everything you need and you won't have to make that trip to the store for milk and toilet paper. You can stay home and we'll be out clearing the road so that when you do get ready to go, when you have to make those emergency trips, you can go. And bear in mind, we're not technically clearing the roads for you to go get that toilet paper.
That's a great tip.
We're clearing the roads so that if the fire truck, the police, and ambulance has to come to your door, they can get to you a lot quicker, and they can also get there safer and then get your needs taken care of in a safe manner.
Very good tips, very good tips. Also, you can check out the DPW website and Emergency Management's website for tips for snowstorms. They'll be posting a lot more stuff as we get closer to that type of season and events. Thank you, Dub, for meeting with me today. Your yard looks great today. I like the nice shined up plows. It's always a learning experience when you're with Dub.
Well, thank you. And although I would like to take credit for everything we do, there's a team here at Northern District Roads, all the employees here that's been working on these trucks hard, all the mechanics here that's been getting us the material, plus working on the trucks hard and helping us get them ready to serve you this coming winter.
Thank you, and thanks again to all of your staff and you, of course. Thank you, and back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Sarah. Man, this show has had all my favorite things, Dave.
And could you possibly not be so excited about snow? Like when we're talking about DPW,
I don't know.
I've talked to these guys, and they say all the right things, but I don't think they really love snow that much.
Oh, I think
it means
I just
12-hour shifts, and
I need to hang out with Alex
coffee
more.
On yourself and
Bacquier.
Alex Bacquier, we need to have him back.
I'll get him to be a snow
We need to have him Bacquier.
Bacquier, I get it. We're bringing Bacquier back.
We have to do our snow predictions and get them all wrong again this year.
I know, we have to do that.
Alex was way off too. We were all off.
Seriously,
Dave. But you know why? Because you guys read the almanac. That's why. I don't bother with that almanac stuff.
I know, it let me down last year. But seriously, I have to commend you. This is like my favorite week in review yet. I mean, it's up there with the fair ones.
Really?
And When Santa Comes. Yeah, I mean, we talked about.
Kristen wants Kathy to adopt her.
Kathy's like my new best friend.
Yes.
We talked about Halloween. We're talking about snow. Like, this is the best.
Hair color.
Ever.
The hair color was amazing.
Her hair color. I'm sporting fresh hair color this week.
I mean, are you going to come back from your bachelorette with
teal hair?
Teal and blue and
Just
green hair?
You don't know. You never know.
Man, I can't wait to find out.
Woo.
We got a cliffhanger this week in honor of Halloween, Chuck. Whoa.
Halloween bachelorette.
Well, that wraps up this week's spooky edition of Week in Review. You can watch this episode and archive episodes online anytime on Facebook or YouTube by simply searching for Arundel TV. Go on there and take a look at our documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Please tune in again next week for more highlights and news from around the county, and we'll see you next time.